Petco Park in downtown San Diego. We've got baseball under the lights.
Tonight, it's an in-division matchup from the NL West between the San Francisco Giants and the San Diego Padres. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Number 57 gets the start for San Diego in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties, and if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
So stepping in is Freddie Lindstrom, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The third baseman, Freddie Lindstrom.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Line hard, deep into left. Whitfield is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting second, the shortstop.
And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matty, when Buster Posey's in this lineup, he's a guy you have to keep your eye on. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Now here's the pitch. Brandon Crawford comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They come out of the gate slowly. Just one of their first 4 have been wins.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like he said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
One home now to Crawford. Fouled away. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. The 1-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Kennedy gathers, and the throw to first is there to record the second out. Next to bat for the Giants, Barry Bonds. First pitch of the AB on its way. Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Giants are down 1-2-3. A 0 for the Giants to start. Padres coming up next. You're watching MLB Network. Madison Bumgarner will be the man on the mound for the G-Men. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It'll be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
And now in the box, Tony Gwynn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Tony.
Now the pitch.
Gwynn.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Batting second.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll get back in standing. And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. The 1-0, and there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
I think coming into this series, they knew he was one of the guys that were going to have to keep quiet. But he's setting the tone right here in the first with the steal of second. He could end up being a big factor.
Three and 0 now.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Inside, he misses ball four.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So now here is Brian Giles looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Here comes Bumgarner, 2-0.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Quinn on second. Cronenworth on at first with nobody out. That's in there. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location, right down the middle, but he got away with it.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Stepping in now, Steve Garvey, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Roy, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
The 2-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Hey, I know that's the first time he's shown the changeup here, but we're in the first inning. He's kind of emptying the bucket. He's going to see what he can go to get these guys out in front later in this game.
And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Good battle. Count remains full. The next 3-2. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Next to dig in, Fernando Tatis Jr. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He's set. Here it comes.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Nope. 2-0 now.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Now a ball popped up, but room in foul ground for the catcher Posey. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, a look at the Padres starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
First pitch on the way. Manny Machado is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. One and 0 count. The pitch. Hard ground ball to third. He's got it, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. An inning in the books, no score on MLB Network. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring up the great Willie Mays.
The center fielder, number 24, Willie Mays.
Now here's the first offering. 0-1 the count.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
In now, Willie McCovey. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Yeah. That's 0-2.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Into the box, Mel Ott. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. The 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one is launched. Look at this. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot down the line in right. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the Giants are staked to a 1-0 lead.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Here's Buster Posey now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 0-1. Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 San Francisco. Leading off the inning, it'll be Dave Whitfield. As they'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
Dave Whitfield.
First pitch of the AB now. The 0-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
This is skied into short left center. Left fielder coming on, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The catcher.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And behind the plate, world champion, former MVP, former Rookie of the Year. He's done it all. Buster Posey. Buster is in full command of this pitching staff.
Into the box now, Terry Kennedy. As Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike 1. The Giants have struck first here. They lead it 1-0 as we play the second. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. Little chopper back to the mound. On to first, and Bumgarner's rolling right through him here. 2 away now.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 57.
And now number 57, and he's ready to take his first cuts. And the pitch. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Padres down in order. They're down 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And up next, the utility man, Wilmer Flores.
Wilmer Flores.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Here's the pitch.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Lays off 2-2 now.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out. 1 away.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
At the plate, Madison Bumgarner. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. One out, nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
The 1-1. And he popped him up. In there, a base hit.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
Lindstrom.
Standing in now, Freddie Lindstrom, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He hit the ball hard but lined out to start the ball game. Set to deliver the 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Bumgarner leads off first with 1 away. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Brandon Crawford digging in next as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Well hit deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
His heart sank right there when that ball met the bat, but just had him out front just enough to give him another shot at potentially putting him away.
Swung on but fouled off to the left.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Breaking ball called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
To the plate now, Barry Bonds. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. To set and the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Here's the 2-1. And he lays off again, ball 3.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count. Here it comes. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Here's the payoff pitch.
Nope, that's
And he
ball
misses
four.
with
Take
it
your
for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
That's a big no-no. He
The
obviously had to
center
work
fielder,
carefully with 2
number
men on, but he did
Willie
not want to walk him to load the
Mays.
bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Willie Mays. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
1-0.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
1 ball, no strikes. A dive, he's got it. To first, it's there, and he's out. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Tony Gwynn.
The right fielder,
The
Tony
pitch.
Gwynn.
Outside, that's the ball.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Look at him fight to stay inside that baseball and push it into 5.5 hole. That's
Now
the
batting,
Tony Gwynn
second
style.
baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
In now, Jake Cronenworth. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Now a throw over, and the runner back in standing. Nobody out, runner on first. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-1.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is.
Inside, ball 2.
Fouled off. A runner at first with no outs here. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there.
center fielder,
Got it to
number
bend a lot, and by the
24,
time it got there,
Brian
it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
At the plate now, Brian Giles, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Gwynn, base runner at first with 1 out. Runners on the move for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Bonds is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 6, Steve Garvey.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Steve Garvey, trying here to plate the tying run from second. From the belt, the pitch. Comes set, the 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
0-2, here it is. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. The 1-0.
Back outside.
Fly ball right down the line in left. Bonds gets under it and makes the catch to the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. All set for the start of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Willie McCovey.
Willie McCovey.
Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. This one's down to third. Machado is there. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The right fielder, number 4, Mel Haas.
Stepping up is Mel Ott, and we'll see what he can do here after going deep his first time up. Here's the pitch.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And a dive, but he's back. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2. Sent on the ground out to second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Wilmer Flores is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0. As a look, now the pitch. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Outside, 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously an important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch. Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs, so getting him out of the game has to be the priority. Working at bats, full counts, running up the pitch count is a great way of doing that. And things are not looking good here in the fourth inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
So now into the box is Madison Bumgarner. First pitch on the way.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
You put yourself in this situation, you got to get yourself out of it. You got the pitcher at the plate, 2-0 count. You got to take your chances and throw something middle of the plate.
The 2-1 on its way. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
Fouled away. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. One there, relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. And back at Petco Park in San Diego as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll give way to the third baseman, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
First delivery to him. No balls and a strike to count. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. Here comes the 1-2. Fly ball right down the line in left. Bonds is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out.
The left fielder, number 31, Dave Whitfield.
So here is Dave Whitfield. Flew out last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And it's fouled away. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. And it's 1-1. The 1-1.
That's ball 2.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Off-speed pitch, good for strike 2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 2-2. Terry Kennedy, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. One run on 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The payoff pitch one more time. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Ready now is Terry Kennedy, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
No balls and 1 strike. A 1 pitch on its way.
You know, I think that curveball on the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Whitfield, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Stepping in now, number 57, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Padres leave 1. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and standing in is the rookie third baseman, Freddie Lindstrom. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
The the 1-0. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 35, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now the first pitch.
Oh, that's low.
Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
1 out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
And here's a pitch taken by Crawford for a ball. 3-1. Barry Bonds is on deck. The 3-1. Here's a pop-up now. Tatis is there. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The left fielder, number 25, Barry Bonds.
So next to bat will be Barry Bonds. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Now here's a swing and yet another pop-up toward the left side of the diamond. And Tatis is there to end the inning. Giants down in order. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Into the box, Tony Gwynn. He'll begin things here against Madison Bumgarner.
The right fielder, Tony
First offering.
Gwynn.
Too high with the fastball here. It's 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Liner towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
D-Roll, this is the kind of guy, he doesn't really scare you as a pitcher because he's not a home run hitter, but somehow, some way, he always seems to get the barrel to the baseball.
Yeah, he's going to make you earn it, Dan, no doubt about it. He stays within himself. He doesn't try and do too much. One of those quality guys that walks through the clubhouse door every day. You know exactly what you're getting.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. A ball and a strike. Little slide step action there, Dan.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A little low. It's 2-2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Full count. 3-2.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.